Do you ever feel like you're disadvantaging your students by giving them sort of a spoon-fed approach to learning technology, science, engineering? If we want to advantage our students and we want to make a big difference for them in the long run, we need to give our students personal agency when it comes to learning technology. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today, how you can develop that in your classroom. My name is Jonathan Mullally. My team and I are responsible for creating Glitch, Engineering and Escape Room, which is a coding and electrical engineering curriculum designed for middle and high school students. It's a turnkey approach to creating a really interactive, lively class that students love, teachers love to teach. And if you want to learn more about it, please visit us at www.glitchlearning.com. So before talking too much about teaching, I want to talk about various approaches, or maybe I should say various relationships that people have with technology. And I'm going to kind of think about two different buckets, two categories. I think there's the passive consumer category, and this is probably where most of us fall. And then there's the actual active agents category. And some of us might fall in here. So what do I mean by these two categories? Well, almost all of us use technology very, very frequently, right? We're on our phone all the time. We're on our laptop, TV, whatever. We're interacting with information technology almost constantly. But do we really own our experience with that technology? Or are we kind of being given a curated experience? And I'm going to say that I think for most of us, we're being given a curated experience where we are really the passive consumer. We don't really have a ton of agency in what we're doing. For the most part, it's really an algorithm that is responding to us, and that it's feeding us what it thinks we want to have or what it wants us to have. Why is it giving me an advertisement for orange sweaters? I've never typed orange sweaters, although I was having a conversation with my friend the other day about orange sweaters. What's going on here? If you've ever had that experience, then you, like me, might realize that you are the product. You are the consumer, right? You're passive, and you're just being fed things from the technology that surrounds you. I think most of us have kind of realized this to one extent or another. The big tech companies, the big data, all of that, they are feeding us things, and because they have some control over what they're feeding us, we don't necessarily see a full picture of reality. We see the picture that is given to us. Now, that's our first bucket, the passive consumer bucket. Let's think about the second bucket of folks, and these are people who are actually active agents within the world of technology. These would be the people who genuinely understand technology, the engineers, the coders, scientists, mathematicians, folks who truly understand how some of this stuff works. And a lot of times they're able to operate within this technology much more freely. They can pop up a terminal on their laptop and create their own code so that the laptop sort of does their bidding. They have much more agency than most people. So that's a significant difference. Now let's talk about STEM education, or maybe technology education even more specifically, because within that realm of education, we're trying to train students to be engineers, scientists, coders, whatever it might be. And if you think about those roles, well, those are all the roles of active agents, right? Those are roles of people who actually understand how this stuff works. And so it makes sense, if we want to teach folks to be active agents with their relationship to technology, well, if that's the case, then we need to be presenting our technology education to them in a way that actually creates that, actually gives them authentic active skills. If you, like me, have ever taught technology to students, you've probably seen that much of the education, especially if we're talking about for elementary school, maybe in middle, even high school students, is not necessarily a curriculum or technology where students are making active choices. Quite often, instead, it's technology where students are sort of being spoon fed the content. Give you a simple example. At my son's school, they get iPads, and there's an app where they get to go through different math questions, and they get stars and things like that. It's cool. Maybe you can help him learn math, but it's really kind of feeding everything to him in this nice, clean, curated math app. Let's think about block code as another similar thing. If you've ever had students you're trying to teach code, and rather than get them in that messy, dirty code editor, no, instead we're just going to give them pretty little colorful blocks that they can kind of move around and see what happens. It's neat, and it might be a little bit of an introduction to code, but it's still a level of abstraction away from the real workings. It's still a kind of a curated, clean, pretty app that doesn't reflect what real coders are doing. And so this is kind of the main idea that I'm working on here. What I think we want to do in tech education is we want to get away from those kind of curated, clean, neat app experiences. Those app experiences, we like them, they're pretty, but if you think about them, I mean, they're really reminiscent of our experiences in social media, right? They're reminiscent of our experiences where we're sort of being spoon-fed material as a consumer. They're not reminiscent of experiences where we are the actual active agents. So what would it look like if a student is an actual active agent? Well, it won't look like a neat, clean, curated app. It will look like a student typing in actual code. It would look like a student using actual wires, actual circuits, resistors, capacitors, LEDs, lasers, sensors, rather than using some neat kind of like toy circuits. It would look like students using the messy materials that scientists and engineers use in real life. It would also look like genuine, uncurated problem solving. It would look like problem-based learning where I give a student a challenge to figure out, and then that student has to come up with a technical solution to that challenge. And so I want you to just maybe as a little thought experiment as you go about your next weeks, if you're teaching students technology, think about, are there any moments during the day where what you're teaching is actually kind of a spoon-fed, clean, curated experience? And if there is an experience like that, ask yourself, is there a way that I could replace this with maybe a more messy experience, but something that is more reflective of what a real engineer, a real coder, a real scientist would be doing? Let's try to give students more authentic skills. They're going to soon discover that these kind of ugly, dirty, messy things that can be scary initially aren't as hard as they think they are, right? Once you actually delve into it, you start realizing, oh, this isn't as hard as I thought it was, and I can do the real thing. I don't need to, I don't need this clean, pretty, curated app. I'm actually able to do the real thing a real engineer does. So just think about that. Maybe over the next few weeks, what are the pieces in your curriculum that are kind of neat, clean, curated? And is there a way that you could replace them with something that's more authentic, more reflective of actual skills? Please share them in the comments if you're noticing any curated things you're doing in your classes, or if you notice anything that's a little messier that's encouraging students to become active agents. Share those in the comments as well. Please remember to subscribe and like. And if you like this idea of turning students into active agents rather than passive consumers, please check us out at www.glitchlearning.com. This principle that I'm kind of trying to wrap my mind around is a theme that runs throughout this curriculum. And so if you want to do some awesome technology teaching, this curriculum is going to be a great tool to get students really thinking and really using authentic engineering and science skills. All right, everybody, have a great day. Thanks.